Welcome to Parlay Revival. In the last episode, we left you in St Vincent, where we lost our drone in the ocean, sailed to Tobago Island, and tried our hands at kite surfing with Ross Hart. It was here that Ross decided he would hold on to our halyard and literally jump 22 meters, the height of our mast, in what was one of the craziest things we had ever seen. Crew join us here on Parlay from all different walks of life, and very few of them have ever sailed before. It is a pleasure to be able to give this experience to people as we share our own love for the ocean with others. But to learn how to sail, we must always start with the basics. What we have is true and apparent wind. Your true wind is obviously the true wind direction and the true wind speed. Your apparent takes into account us moving. So right now we're doing 0 knots. So our apparent speed is the same as our true wind speed. So if the wind was coming straight at us at the bow and the wind was 10 knots and we were doing 10 knots, the apparent wind would be 20 knots. When you're looking at the chart plotter here, you've got a red line and a green line. The red line is where we're pointing, physically where the boat is pointing, and the green line is where the boat is actually going. So that's over the ground. So the course over the ground is different to our heading most of the time. So if we're pointing, say, at 090 at 90 degrees, but the wind's hitting us at 90, our true course over ground will be like 95, but our heading will be 90. You see the difference? Yeah. This is on any boat. This can be on a power boat as well. So the lines going to the sails are the sheets. Okay, the lines pulling the sails up are the halyards. Yeah. You want to be here, this is safe. Yeah. Just you're here, and the wind suddenly grabs it, you'll lose your focus and make it. So you're just like this.
What if I said I'm sorry? What if I make a scene?
After a good day's sailing, we made it back to the island for one of our favourite things, a fire on the beach.
This is how you light a fire on the beach when you don't have like any dry grass or anything like that. You just be real serious about it and use a fire lighter.
Yeah, the boy. Wants to bite everything.
Especially fingers.
He's got new teeth coming through, see? Those are his adult teeth. They're growing and he's going to lose these canines. There's an adult canine coming through there. So it must be quite irritating. After we rescued Marty, he was terrified of almost everything, including the ocean. We could hardly get him to walk in the shallows, let alone go for a swim. But slowly but surely, and with gentle encouragement day in day out, he finally began to like swimming. We were even able to get him to go paddleboarding, which is now one of his favourite pastimes.
Oh! Good boy, Marty!
Oh, did you see that?
Good boy!
After losing our drone, we were on our way to Tobago Cays when we spotted an island in the middle of nowhere called Savin Island. We decided to anchor there for lunch when we realised how absolutely beautiful this place was. Since our drone had gone swimming, we decided to climb the hill in order to get an aerial shot, but things didn't go quite to plan. We lost our drone, so we're trying to climb this mountain to get our drone shot. So it's beautiful anchorage.
I thought I wouldn't need shoes. There's cactus everywhere and I'm stepping on them. It's painful.
So Colin just avoided the mission because he doesn't have shoes. And right now it's just me and my hiking boots and the camera trying to go up the mountain to take a nice shot.
The aerial shots turned out to be a flop, but at least Maria got to outclass me on the hike. The Tobago Cays are an absolutely stunning group of islands, where some parts of the movie Pirates of the Caribbean were even filmed. You pay a small fee to enter the wildlife reserve, but once inside you are spoiled with amazing coral reefs for diving, and you can swim with the turtles at Barrandale Island. The Cays were quite rough, with extremely strong currents against the wind, so we decided to spend the night in Salt Whistle Bay, which, although slightly overcrowded, was a beautiful, well-protected anchorage surrounded by white sandy beaches. We woke up early the next morning to sail to Petite St Vincent, which turned out to be a small paradise. A beautiful island with a white sandy beach around its entire perimeter. We were very happy to have sailed there. The next day we spent the morning doing some odd jobs here and there before moving on to Union Island.
Updating the crew websites so that we can get some more crew. What are you doing?
Painting. Jamie, what are you doing?
Tying in the dinghy. So today we're going to go to Union Island, which is our last stop, St Vincent and the Grenadines. And we're going to check out there. We're going to be in Union Island for a couple of days. We're going to do some kiteboarding and stuff there. So we're going to go try catch some fish now to last us for the next couple of days. So we'll see how we go.
One of our fishing reels gave up the ghost, so we rigged up a hand line on a bungee in order to increase our chances of catching some dinner.
We lost fishing reel. So we're going to set up a hand line, trying to put a bungee set up through it so it can take the shock when we get a marlin.
Jamie was finally starting to deliver the goods when it came to the fishing, but he made one fatal mistake, falling asleep on the job after only one beer.
Oh, you look! Oh, I got it all on camera.
That's why I can't have one beer. See, when I start drinking.
Oh, mate.
No, I need to. I can't just have one. Knocks me out.
Oh, so good. We've been at Union Island, and there's no. We came to Union Island to go kiteboarding, but there's no wind for the next couple of days, so we come fishing instead. So we mowed it out here because there's only 4 knots of wind. And we're coming up to this island, and there's birds everywhere, feeding frenzy. So I think we're about to get a whole bunch of fish. Apparently, it's lots of barracuda. And spoke to a guy in town, and he said he'll buy the barracuda off us. So we thought, just for a bit of fun, we'll try try and catch a couple barracuda and sell them to them. But his mates are trying to eat him. This is bizarre.
This is a pretty exciting moment for us because we've gone from not being able to catch any fish to having too much fish that we can actually sell some. So it's quite a surreal feeling right now where we're actually making money from fish that we caught. But yeah, we're amped. I think we're getting $8 a pound, which sounds pretty fair to me. So yeah, they're like, how are we gonna weigh it? I'm like, I said, I'll just take your word for it. Tell me what you want to pay. So we'll see what they come back with.
12 pound here.
12 pounds. Because I said $8 a pound.
But maybe less because as you chop off the head, but then you can tell them, you know.
Do they like to have the head normally, or?
Sometimes, but it's not. On those size of fish, it's not much, you know.
Yeah.
And it's fit for the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the restaurant they don't want the head.
So they will like it like this.
Oh yeah.
Put them this evening and put them straight on the ice.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening. You too.
Union Island is a small island of only 9 square kilometres, with kite surfing being one of its main attractions. This is where we cleared out of St Vincent, which was quick and easy, after stocking up on some fresh fruit and vegetables.